Friday. Welcome back again to a little Austin sports weekend. We are back again. Had a little bit of a hiatus there.
Because of some...
We took the summer off a little bit. Had some families, had some sickness, had some traveling, but we are back. And it is college
football is just around the corner.
Football season. We're only about a week away from the big stuff. We're only one day away from kickoff Saturday.
It's appetizer Saturday.
It is appetizer. Well, there is one good ranked matchup tomorrow, but we're not going to get into the matchups yet. Like you guys most of the time know, we normally cover the top 15 teams and the games coming up.
We can discuss the top 25 if we want here.
That's a good idea. Let's do that. We don't have any top 15 matchups this weekend, so let's go ahead and just run through the top 25 real quick and just see where everybody landed to start the season out. Now, number one, we knew this was going to happen. Texas, with Arch coming in.
Oh, that's going to be exciting to see what the new Manning is going to be. Can he live up to Peyton and Eli's legacy?
This isn't the third coming, the second coming, the third coming. This is the fourth coming of the Mannings.
Can he live up to Peyton and Eli's legacy?
He's got the talent, but we don't know if he can put it all together. You know, it takes the brains, it takes the talent, and then you got to...
Peyton Manning definitely had the brains.
And then you got to put both of those together. Yeah.
Peyton Manning definitely had that.
He definitely had that. Texas is coming in. Now, they are playing Ohio State week 1. We won't talk about that game until next week, but Texas does come in as the first underdog ever in the history of the college football on week 1, being the number one team in the country.
But
doesn't make a lot of sense. How are you number one if you're an underdog? But we ain't going to get into that. Number 2 is... What?
Big Game James.
Why is Big Game James
number 2 in the country?
Number 2 in the country.
I guess they got a lot of hype this year.
They do have a lot of hype this year. They finished decently strong last year, beating Boise State and losing to
Notre Dame.
But I don't know. It's hard for me not to call him a Tiger when he's been a Tiger for so long. He's got stripes. He's got a big long tail, got the claw. You know. He looks like a tiger. I can't not call him a tiger until he's not a tiger anymore, you know?
So you're saying Big Game James has to win a big game?
Yes, win me a big game. How can you be ranked number 2?
And only win one big game out of 16 tries.
Yeah, and that wasn't against a powerhouse either. That was against Boise State, son. So if they could beat Ohio State, Michigan... USC, Oregon, beat somebody this year.
If they win a championship, I'll have to retire my iconic slogan.
Yes. I don't know if Penn State's going. Now, don't get me wrong. That would be a good change for the Big Ten to have somebody outside of Ohio State or Michigan to win it.
Because Ohio State and Michigan are the flag bearers.
They are the flag bearers. So I wouldn't mind if Oregon come in, or I wouldn't mind if Penn State won it. But... I don't believe it's going to happen until I see it happen, you know.
Because how many times...
over 82, it's hard for me to root for that 83rd time. You know what I mean? It's hard for me to do that.
So, man, it's been so long that I've called him Big Game James that I almost don't even call him James Franklin anymore.
Big Game James. We came up with that, 10 years ago? Somebody on ESPN quoted it last year, which was pretty funny. They must have heard it somewhere, but... number 3, we got Ohio State. Not a surprise.
Defending national champions.
I'm saying that they may be a little too high for the main reason is they lost 10 or 11 players. They lost
offensive and defensive
coordinator. If you lose your offensive coordinator, lose your defensive coordinator, lose 10 or 11 of your starters, you're basically starting from scratch. I mean, you've got the head coach.
Honestly, I don't.
But a head coach is, sort of holds all that together. If it's all brand new.
But if there's any school that can withstand that little change of scenery, it has to be the Buckeyes.
It could, yeah.
And I trust Ryan.
Ryan is a terrible coach, though. He needs to be fired.
Yeah,
he hasn't beat Michigan in 3 years. I mean, he won a national championship. Who cares? He hasn't beat Michigan in 3 years, so you need to fire him.
That's just
fire him.
That's ridiculous. I mean, you win a championship, you should be void of that for the moment.
Oh yeah. If we never beat Alabama again, would you take a national championship next year? If we lost to Alabama 3 years in a row, would you still take a national championship?
Yes.
Yes, I would. Thank you very much. Give me that. But anyways, yeah. All right, we got Clemson as number 4. Clemson is a little unproven, too, even though they finished decently strong last year.
But they got a lot of hype with Cade Klubnik and Dabo Sweeney wanting the Tigers to get back into that elite status they once had.
I'm saying, again, most of these teams are unproven. They all lose a lot of players. There's a lot of switching with the Neal program now.
And there's a lot of hot seats.
Coaches come and go. There's a lot of hot seats. Number 5
is Georgia. It's been the lowest they've been ranked in a while.
In a long time, yeah.
At the preseason.
They still have their head coach.
Kirby Smart, who's a defensive guru.
A great defensive guru. The trouble is their offense last year slacked because their offensive coordinator
is Mike Bobo.
Yeah, and their old offensive coordinator
it was Todd Monken. He went to the Ravens.
Todd Monken was the offensive coordinator when they won those 2 championships. He left. Now he's Lamar Jackson's offensive coordinator. That's how good he was. And now Georgia doesn't have that now, and I'm a little iffy about.
And they led the SEC in drops for those receivers, so they got to really catch up the slack on the receiving side.
Yeah. So Georgia sitting at 5 might be about right because their defense is going to be outstanding. They may win some 13-10 games this year. Notre Dame is number 6.
The Irish they have a historic tradition. They have the big NBC contract. They got a lot of nil money.
They got a lot of Neal money now. Neal has been good to the Irish.
And they got a few pieces coming back.
Yeah. We got Oregon at number 7. Oregon's a perennial top 10 team. I'm not really too worried about any of this as far as the top 10 goes, to be honest, because after 2 or 3 weeks, it'll sort itself out. It always does. We got Alabama at number 8.
Kalen DeBoer, he's got a big shoes to fill this time around. I know I said that last year, but especially more so
Alabama
this year.
being number 8 sounds weird too, don't it? You're expecting Alabama to be number 2, number 1, number 4, number.
That's what happens when you have Nick Saban as your
8.
coach.
They got 5 stars coming in the 2026 round, so.
Well,
they're still here. You can't get rid of them.
It's like a cockroach.
You just stomp it, and there's 12 more of them right there. LSU is number 9. This may be LSU's year.
This has to be. Because of one factor. Brian Kelly.
I think his contract is too big for them to axe him. I think they owe him like $80 million or something. I think it's at least 60. Something crazy. I don't think they can axe him this. But the key is going to be week 1, and we'll talk about that
next week.
In our next video, because they're trending on losing the first game every single year.
They've done it for the last 3 years.
Yeah, and they're playing against a Clemson team that some people think is the best team in the country. So round 1's going to be sort of difficult there, but we'll talk about that on our next video. We got number 10's Miami.
Is the U back, or was last year an aberration?
I don't know. I sort of hope they're back. It's good to have a lot of good teams.
A lot of people.
And when
remember,
Clemson's the only good team in the ACC, it makes the ACC look terrible, to be honest.
But do you think Miami? I don't know. I don't think Miami is back to the early 2000s.
Oh no.
But when
they're
they
not
were just
back
absolutely.
No.
If you really want to check a team that has gaudy stat lines,
check out
the
that
2001 Hurricanes.
Yeah, that was a crazy. Number 11 is Arizona State.
They did lose their star running back to the NFL, but they have their quarterback back.
But still,
there's unprovenness.
That one,
if the Sun Devils can repeat.
That one and Illinois being at number 12, those two are more like a 16-17 more than an 11-12 to me. I could be wrong. Again, the season will play it out. I mean, we'll figure it out eventually. But I don't know. South Carolina at number 13, that might be a little too high for me, too. I think they're around 16, 17, 18.
Lenoris Sellers is expected to make a huge jump for the Gamecocks.
He is a very good player, and he will have to. He does have the potential.
But they got a new offensive coordinator this year.
Again, so you've got inconsistency from last year to this year. That's why I think that's a little bit too high. We got Michigan at 14.
The Wolverines usually, you know what the Wolverines do? They ground and pound and play defense. That's what they've been ever since Jim Harbaugh.
And honestly, 14 for Michigan sounds about right. I mean, that see, they were top of the league, and they lost some things, and they're down around 4, so they could prove themselves. But they did it. But they did it last year, and they still got some good players left over. So that's why you leave them in the top 15.
On a side note, they did dodge a huge bullet.
Oh, mercy. We got Florida, number 15.
I'm a little more confident in Florida because Florida has their entire coaching staff back as well as Lagway.
Yeah.
So there's consistency
there.
There
is some consistency. That's a sort of a do or die year this year, too.
For Billy Napier.
For Billy Napier.
They went on a strong run to end the season.
He was fired last year, and he did good enough to keep his job.
Because the Florida Gators
they'll kick him out like a hot biscuit, though, as soon if he starts going, he's Sunbelt Billy again, and out he goes.
Well, this is a prove-it year for him, isn't it?
We got SMU at 16. Again,
made the playoff last year.
I think, is it an aberration, or are they're going to take over the ACC? I don't know. They sound like Vanderbilt to me. They're going to take over the SEC. I don't, just chill it down on a cool back on us. Ease up a little there, baby.
Well,
I don't know.
Do you think that little Mustang? I think the Mustangs are going to be a good team.
They are a good team, but I don't know if they're a top 15 team. Again, we'll find out because the ACC are not barn burners. But now, if Florida State comes back from the dead, and Miami's good, Georgia Tech's always decent. North Carolina, who knows what's going to happen in North Carolina?
There's a lot of storylines this year that are just juicy. Yeah,
there are. We got Kansas State at number 17. What? How can any team in Kansas be good enough at football to be in the top 20? I know. Kansas State's been good in the past.
They've had good teams under Bill Snyder.
Yeah, they have.
So I'm not honestly surprised.
Yeah. We got Oklahoma at number 18.
Speaking of a proven year.
Mr. Venable.
This is it for him.
He needs to really do something. Again, I think they owe him too much to get rid of him this year, but next year might be an open season.
Because at teams like LSU, Florida, Oklahoma, South Carolina even, you can't tolerate 6-6.
No, if you got Arizona State, Illinois, and South Carolina, and Southern Methodist and Kansas State above Oklahoma,
there's issues, and they really need to.
If K-State is above Oklahoma, what if that would have been that in the Big 12 days?
That would have been just bonkers.
Been bonkers. So, Oklahoma, this is a prove-it year. Texas A&M, they've got the best talent probably in the SEC, and they'll be 8-4 again.
I just don't get it.
I don't get it either.
They are a top 5 annual recruiting, just stellar recruiting
got
class.
Money out the woo-ha to give players.
But then they just crap themselves in the regular season.
Hire them a $60 million coach and go 7-5.
And then just boot him out.
Boot him out and pay him $40 million and on to the next one. I have no confidence in Texas A&M until they prove something too. They're the poor man's Penn State. Oh, Indiana University, really? I mean, we got to deal with Indiana again.
Oh yeah, the Kurt Signetti train is going choo choo.
I guess they're the winning Natty this year, ain't they? I don't know. I got so much bias against Indiana from last year. I don't even need to say anything against them. 21 Ole Miss. I would probably put Ole Miss honestly a little bit higher just because Kiffin's a good coach. He's
also a transfer wizard.
He's going to transfer all the best players in there. Iowa State. I don't know enough about Iowa State to say yay or nay.
They had a good season last year, one of the best in their program's history.
Yeah.
But do you think they'll repeat it?
I think 22 is reasonable for them to be ranked at that. I think they could do that. And the same for Texas Tech. 23, I think they could do that. I mean, I wouldn't put that against them, We got Tennessee at 24. We're huge Tennessee people. I would honestly have Tennessee somewhere between the 15 to 18 to start out the season.
Everyone's been focused on the uncertainty around the team, around the quarterback, around the receivers, around the whole offense.
One thing that they haven't considered though is who's coaching them. How many times has Heupel had a bad season with any quarterback, no matter where he's ranked
or what? Or even his stats.
I mean, he's going to throw 20 to 25 touchdowns with less than 10 interceptions if he's a 2-star. Because that's what Heupel does. That's his system. So
anything.
And I'm not saying Tennessee's going to win a national championship. I'm not saying they're going to win the SEC.
No,
but I think they're a top 15 team, and they could have the chance to prove themselves to be a top 10 team if they gel. I'm not saying they will.
Good opportunity to get over the Ohio State loss.
Yeah, everybody's got to get over that loss. Everybody got their tail kicked by Ohio State the last part of the year.
Also, one thing.
Mm-hmm.
This is also a prove-it year for Joey Halzle and Kelsey Pope.
Mm.
This is a prove-it year for them as well, I believe. Because Halzle did say in a press conference, I remember you and I talking about this beforehand, right? That the offense was going to be more explosive.
Yeah.
They were going to throw the ball down the field more.
Yeah.
They were going to execute better.
Yeah.
Please do that.
Okay, and we rounded out with Boise at number 25, which I'm not sure what Boise is going to be, so we'll just have to check and see. All right, that is the top 25. Well, let's go ahead and look at some notes here. All right, let's go ahead and look at some... The
news bulletin.
The breaking news. What you got there for us, Austin?
Auburn claims an extra 7 national titles based on different polls and services that named them national champions in the past. I can name all of them right here. I've got them all written down.
Oh, is Eddie's Garage called him a national championship, so they claimed it?
1910, 1913, 1914, 1958, 1983, 1993, and 2004. Those are the years. So let's go ahead and discuss this for a little bit, because this seems far-fetched.
I can almost see where USC got 2004 taken away from them.
And you want to have somebody...
And the only undefeated team left is...
Auburn. So...
If you want to cry for one...
That might be the one, 2004.
I might be a gimme on that one.
But the rest are a little cuckoo in the cuckoo shed because they're already claimed.
But when Bob over at the Gazette said, they were really champions this year, and you claimed that as a national championship...
Well, I guess we got to deal with it now because Auburn's now a 9-time champion program.
They can say that.
Yeah, they can.
They can say they've got 150 championships if they want to. It don't mean I got to say it. 9-time national championships. I mean, you went from 2 to 9.
In a flash.
In one, I guess if you can't win them on the field, you can win them on paper.
Yeah, poor old Auburn's kind of getting it from the social media right now.
Oh, yeah, they're getting hammered pretty good, yeah. I dated 9 girls when I was in college. And when they really dated 2, you always exaggerate, how many girls you actually dated, Okay.
We're sticking with the SEC here.
Okay.
The SEC is moving to a 9-game conference schedule next season.
So they broke down and gave in.
Here's the requirements. They did kind of give in because of the huge pressure on them.
Yeah.
This is requiring to have 3 opponents that you normally play every single year, and then 6 that are rotated in and out.
Yeah. Honestly, as far as playing your teams, it's not going to be too bad. Each team gets their 3 main rivals every single year. But still, though, you're going to play every other team every 2 years. So even if you don't play Georgia this year, you're going to play them next year. And then you may not play the year after. But every 2 years, you play every other team because there's 12 teams left.
In a way, that does make for more exciting football in one way.
It does make for more exciting football. There will be 1 less cream puff, so it's 9 conference games plus 1
tough non-conference
team.
So you only get 2 cupcake games.
You only get 2 cupcake games.
Out of 10.
Yeah, one of them would be a warm up somewhere around the first of the season, and another one may be somewhere around homecoming or something like it. It'll be more exciting for us. It's going to be work now. That means that we're going to go to a 16-team playoff. So that's a definite thing, and it might cost Tennessee a spot or 2 in the playoffs. Because
the tough schedule that you trudge through.
At the end of 12 games last year, the top 10 toughest schedules, 9 of them were SEC.
The only other one
was Ohio State. So if you're got 9 of the 10 toughest schedules playing 8 conference games, what's it going to be playing 9 conference games?
I guess you just want to test your muscles.
Yeah.
I mean,
for the fans and seeing better football,
it's definitely a win.
It's
for them.
definitely a win. But there's going to be some teams take that extra L that they wouldn't have had, because instead of playing the Southwest, School for Girls, they're playing LSU now. So, so it's going to be a little bit tougher. But again, it should make for better football.
Also, staying with college here, the Indiana Hoosiers bring back their old Bison mascot after a 50-year absence.
That's pretty sweet. I love the old stuff. I love the old logos, the old mascots.
Bring back the old Bison.
I think that's pretty cool. What else we got going on around the world of sports?
A discussion of Tennessee-Syracuse ahead. Do you want to discuss?
Well, Tennessee, we won't get into it too much. We might do our own little Tennessee-Syracuse video sort of talking about the team coming up. But Tennessee does open up in Atlanta. It's on the road, but it's not on the road. It's on the neutral side. It's on the road.
Now we're shifting gears to Pro Ball here.
All right, what do we got going on with Pro Ball?
We've got 2 official quarterback starts. The Colts will start Daniel Jones, and the Browns will start Joe Flacco.
We sort of figured Flacco was going to happen because the only thing they had behind him is really 2 rookies and Kenny Pickett.
And now Daniel Jones was a bit of a surprise that he beat out Anthony Richardson for the QB slot.
Anthony Richardson's agent is not happy with the Colts. He said Anthony Richardson is younger than this guy, and 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 you gave up on him. Now, I can see where you can say that. Hey, they didn't give him time to develop. But you can say from my point, he wasn't good in college. Why would you even... I don't... But
he was also injury prone.
He's injury prone, and he wasn't good in college.
There's problems there that need to be fixed.
I'm going to take this piece of wood here. I'm going to take this stick. I'm going to take it. He's a stick in college. I'm going to put him in the pros, and I'm going to turn him into gold because I can do that. No, you can't. If you've either got it or you don't. And he didn't have it in college. When Daniel Jones beats you out,
there's going to be... That's definitely something. Dysfunction in Jerry World.
Oh, Lord. Emperor Palpatine is up to it again. Now Parsons has taken all of the Dallas logos off of his social media. Oh, got me so frustrated I can't talk.
Yep.
So he is, and TBA is the team he's playing for.
To be announced.
Yes. So.
That's just typical Emperor Palpatine.
Good. The team is falling farther apart. Good.
And now our last one is the MLB playoff race that's heating up.
Oh yeah, the MLB. We've had a lot of close ball this year. You know, there's very few teams that are up by 20 games in their conference. You know,
except for the Brewers.
They're still up only single digits. There's nobody up really huge, you know. Almost every division has at least one person trying to hit a playoff spot on a wild card or something. So the baseball is actually going to be pretty interesting. The Brewers, though, went on a
Fuego streak. Well, they went 29-33. They won 29 of 33 games.
29-4, 15 in a row.
That's bonkers.
They went through the 17th of August and didn't lose a game. The month.
That's just crazy.
That was crazy. They've come down a little bit, which we thought they probably would, but still though, the Brewers look like the class right now.
And that is it for our bulletin.
Oh, that is it. Okay, well I guess that's it for our first week back again then.
Yeah.
We are going to make another video pretty soon where we break down the games of the week. We will go over the top 10, maybe the top 15 games of the week. We might have us another separate little video too. For the 2025 Tennessee Volunteer Team, we'll talk about those a little bit too.
Big happy thing, the dumpster fire is going to return as well.
We are going to have the dumpster fire of the week every week. So yay. There's always a good dumpster fire.
Every week you get to submit your results if you can type it down in the comment section. You can have your own personal comment.
Let us know what your dumpster fire is. And we might even talk about your dumpster fire next week. So that would
be community.
All right. But be sure and holler back at us again. Oh, well, we are filming here inside Autographs Plus, so shout out for that. Be sure and come by, check them out in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. So thanks again for visiting us. Be sure and hit the like button. I'm sure there's one here somewhere. Hit the groovy baby button. It'll be over here somewhere. Other than that, we will see you
next week.